Alright, Shalom. Alright, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Just want to do this quick video um, on some things that I've seen in the news, so I'm just going to report on it and bring out some prophecies about it, so you can see from of course, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shai, Barak the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and Shalom wa Barakim, which means peace and blessings. La Bakayarim Yasha Allah, Washani Kabaga Wala Wakab Zakwanim Nawa, Wahashal Yakim Nawa Yasha Allah Ba'ait, which means in the Hebrew, peace and blessings to elected Israel, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Israel in these times, known as Great Millstone. Okay, so you've seen the snapshot. I'm pretty sure if you don't know by now, this past weekend, July 4th, down there in Georgia in the South, Israelites that were armed. Basically, they call it a black militia, which that black militia, those are Israelites. Those are the real Jews. All right, those are the real Jews, and they're fed up with the modern day Roman Empire, just like in ancient times. These would be your modern day zealots. All right, now the reason why they're doing this, I kept thinking to myself, is because they lack faith. All right, because a part of the promises that the Lord made with the Israelites, with us, the elect in particular, is that He would protect us. All right, He would defend us, and we wouldn't have to fight this battle by ourselves with weapons made by man. All right, the Lord will intervene. A spiritual intervention is on the way. All right, so I just want to get some precepts here. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 19. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh." His name is Yahweh, and His son's name is Yahweh Shai. It says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him." So when this enemy comes down, when this devil comes down, pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And the devil is taking physical form down here on earth as the Edomites, which is the so-called self-proclaimed white race, the Caucasians. You come from the Edomites in the scriptures. Your race are known as the devil, all right, or the wicked, outlined in the scriptures when you read Malachi, the first chapter. So clearly he's coming down upon us with great wrath. You see all the injustices. This black militia, these zealots, militias, are doing what they're doing because they see this devil coming for us, all right? But the thing is, the Lord said that He would rise up a standard for us, all right? And really, if the battle is not backed by the Lord who created the heavens and the earth, then it's a losing fight, all right? It's a losing battle. I want to get Revelation, the 6th chapter. And another thing pertaining to their lack of faith, they clearly don't read the scriptures, because when you read the scriptures, it tells you that a particular person would receive a blessing to take over the earth by force of the sword. And he wouldn't care about the fatherless. He'd be locking people up, snaring them in holes, and basically doing the things that he's doing right now. All right, now this is the Genesis 27 and verse 38. It says, "And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father." And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above." Verse 40. "And by the sword shalt thou live." Now your modern day sword are these guns that these guns that these militia are carrying. They're not made by Israelites. All right, they don't have next to the serial number Gilead or these Ramah, these different cities of the 12 tribes of Israel. Those things are even over there in the Middle East. These guns and the weapons that these Arabs, the Ishmaelites, are using, they come from Germans. All right, they come from Russia, and they come from the United States. All right, why? Because Esau, his blessing is the sword. It says, "And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke from off his neck." Now, Revelation, the 6th chapter, I'm going to link this up. Revelation, the 6th chapter, starting at verse 7, it says, "And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, Come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was death, and hell followed him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword. All right, so this devil, all right, this pale horse, pale representing death, because he said that the sat on him was death. This is Esau, all right, the harbinger of death, all right, and hell followed him, and power was given over him, the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth. And it's on paper that the patent for the COVID-19 and a lot of these different viruses have been weaponized and been created by man. Why? To wipe out a lot of the human population. That's how we can identify who Esau is, and that's a precept I wanted to, but I forgot to write down. The water, but Yumyan 144K, Romans 8:6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And that's why there's no life and peace here in America, because it's ran by a carnal man at the head of Esau, using Donald Trump, all right, through the Rothschilds and the Amalekites, and these zealots, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who think that you can fight this man with the blessing that he's been given with the Heavenly Father. It's not going to work. All right, it's not going to work. Now, this is, again, it has to be backed. That militia is not backed by Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, so that's not going to work. And really, we're waiting on the spiritual power. All right, I started this video with the standard, which is Isaiah 50, 59, and 19. Now, I want to get Psalms. I'll just read it here. Psalms 144, verse 1. It said, Blessed be the Lord, my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight. My goodness and my fortress, my high tower and my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me. All right, so even David, as the mighty warrior that he was, he said in his song that the Lord had to teach him how to do that. The Lord has never taught our people to fight. Even Peter, all right, when Peter pulled out his sword and cut off the centurion's ear when they arrested Yahushua, he told him, everyone that take up the sword shall die by the sword. And Peter had what you would call today a licensed weapon, and the Lord told him not to use it. All right, so we are not to be doing that. All right, we're not to be getting weapons thinking that that's going to deliver us as a last stand against Esau. The last stand against Esau is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua delivering us like he did in time past. These stories were written down for a reason, a reminder for us to have faith. All right, not to get bent out of shape and try to start ordering bullets and saying, you know what, maybe I do need to go join the march. Maybe I need to go join one of their forums or one of these militia think groups to see if they have some answers. We have the answers. The answers to call on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. It says, we that fear his name, all right, will be delivered. When you read Malachi, the 4th chapter. Isaiah 40:31, it says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Right, we're waiting for our strength to be renewed spiritually. All right, but they that wait upon the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Most High in the name of the Son, shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint. And all it takes is Interpol to come in to break up that black militia. All right, that Zealot militia, all it takes is a little intervention from Esau and his mercenaries to come in and dismantle that. All right, but if we that wait upon the Lord, we're going to run. We're not going to be weary. We're not going to get chased away. All right, we're not have to worry about any of these things. All right, this is Psalms 18 in verse 29. It says, for by thee I have run through a troop, and by my power have I leaped over a wall. So David was that mighty, not according to his own power. It was according to the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. He literally jumped over a wall and ran through an entire troop. When you read the stories of David's mighty men, it gives you an account of all the people they slaughtered, and it was all by the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's all the scriptures I had, but I did see a few pop up here, so let me just grab some of them. Shalom Barakim. Again, peace and blessings. Labakarim, the Akim Akwatim, Wabanim Yashar, the men, women, and children of the elect. Zephaniah 3:18. The water we got next. Mac, the brother been watching for a long time. It says Zephaniah 3:18. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey, for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. And these militias don't understand prophecy, and because of that, the Most High send them a reprobate mind, thinking that they need to take up their own arms, that they need to go fight. And again, it's just a lack of faith. and the promise of spiritual power, because spiritual power is going to be handed down. We have a form of spiritual power right now. Sometimes brothers at camp, and they can all witness to this, any Akim, all right, when we are out on the highways and byways, when we say certain things about an example of something, the Lord always sends that example right by the camp, or you may be thinking of a brother and the brother just calls you, or a brother says that he's sick and the whole church prays over the brother, and the next day the brother's completely healed, or it's basically it has subsided. We're living in those times where the standard is being lifted up for us and we don't have to do anything. All right, and that's the point that I wanted to make. All right, and it's not of us, it's of Yahweh Bashem Shah. And if it's not, all right, it's gonna fall, it's gonna crumble, like it says in Acts 5:38. If this work be not of the Most High, then it'll come to naught. And those militias, they came to naught. You see, they're not marching every single day. They're only doing it conveniently when it's a so-called holiday. They're not going to keep it up because they know that this Esau, this devil Esau, the Edomites, will actually mow him down. All right, there's not enough bazookas and bullets you have to try and take this man down with his blessing. All right, so again, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah for allowing me to do this. I pray and I know you're edified and that these precepts were comforting, and it's reminder of that we just need to wait. All right, and the Lord is going to operate and move for us on our behalf against this devil. All right, so again, the water Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom to the elect. Shalom Barakim, and double honors to our elders and apostles in these times who are not afraid to reverence and name, known as Great Millstone, all right, in these times in the Hebrew, because we are Hebrew Israelites. That would be Gawala Rakab. Gawala meaning great, and Rakab meaning stone. So Shani Kabbalah come. Double honors to you all. And again, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kagudah, Shalom.